Hello again, welcome back. I'm Grace Bosco. Glad to have you here. In the last episode, we explore how two people can go through the exact same event and have completely different experiences. And that is because it is not the event itself, but our perception of it that shapes our reality. Today, we're going to take that idea a little bit further. We're going to look into how to shift from being a victim of our circumstances to becoming the creator of our experience. Now, let me be clear, when I say victim, I don't mean it in a judgmental way. We've all been there. I lived there for a long time, not even realizing I was doing it. I blamed circumstances, people, timing, even my past for how I felt, where I was, what I thought I could or couldn't do. I felt stuck, and I didn't realize that underneath it all, I had handed away my power. Now here's the thing. Feeling like a victim isn't weakness. It's human. It is how most of us are taught to think. Something bad happens, we blame, we react, we protect. That's survival. But if we stay there, we stay stuck and we play small. And playing small does not help anyone. Now here's where the shift begins. What if life isn't just happening to us, but also through us? What if we are participating in the creation of our experience every single day? Maybe not always consciously, but through our thoughts, our beliefs, and our emotions. See, that's what being a creator means. Not that everything is under control, because it is not. But your response, your perspective, that's where your power is. As long as we believe that life is happening to us, we stay stuck. We give all our power away to other people, to situations, to what happened last week, last month, even years ago. But the moment we say, wait a second, maybe I'm not that powerless here. Maybe I've been participating in this story, and maybe, can I write a new one? That is the moment when everything begins to change. Being a creator doesn't mean you never feel hurt or disappointed or afraid. It just means you stop waiting for someone else to fix it, because they won't. Being a creator doesn't mean life is perfect. It means you stop waiting for permission to feel better, to grow, to heal, and to move forward. It means you start asking, what am I believing here? How am I showing up? What can I choose different right now? It's about realizing that while we cannot control everything that happens, we can always choose how we respond. And that response, our thinking, our emotions, our energy, creates our experience. Let's say someone says something that really hurts your feelings. The victim response might be, he or she always make me feel this way. People always do this to me. I can't trust anyone. The creator responds, while acknowledging that it hurt, ask the most important question, and that is, why did it trigger me so deeply? What belief did that touch in me? And what do I want to do with it? See, it's not about ignoring what happened or pretending that it didn't hurt. It's realizing that if that feeling came up, it's because it's been inside of you. What do you want to do with it? Because ignoring isn't the answer. Now, sometimes people ask me, how about real pain, Grace? Things that truly were unfair. Abandonment, loss, abuse, rejection. And here's my answer. Being a creator doesn't mean pretending those things didn't happen. It means acknowledging them, honoring them, and still choosing to reclaim your story. Because the truth is, some things can never be fixed. Some things can never change. So we find a way to become the alchemist of our own pain. That is, we learn to transform our pain into growth, into wisdom, or strength, just like an alchemist turns lead into gold. And you know what? If we can do that, we become stronger for it. Let's talk about abandonment and the ways it quietly follows us into our adult relationships. You see, abandonment doesn't always look like crying or begging someone to stay. Sometimes it looks like not letting anyone in at all, the total opposite. Someone who's been abandoned by a parent, especially during childhood, often carries a hidden belief that if I get too close, they'll leave. Or if I open my heart again, I'll get hurt. So what do? We build walls. We say we're not ready to commit. We pull away just when things start to feel real. And sometimes we even choose people who are emotionally unavailable because deep down it feels safer. It confirms our story, and if we never fully attach, we never fully lose. Now here's the truth. It's not that we don't want love, we do. It's just that some part of us is trying to protect us from ever feeling that kind of pain again. The fear of abandonment can be so powerful, it convinces us that distance is safer than intimacy. But healing begins when we become aware of this pattern. When we say, this fear is from my past and it doesn't have to control my future. It's a slow process. It's a lot of work. Rebuilding trust both in ourselves and in others, it's possible. And that, my friends, is alchemy. The alchemy lies in discovering that their worth, my worth, doesn't depend on others staying. We become emotionally independent. We turn feelings of abandonment for self-love and independence. How about pain? Someone suffers a major emotional trauma. Let's say betrayal, heartbreak, failure. There is a phrase I've heard and I use it a lot, and you probably heard it too. Hurt people hurt people. And it's true. People who haven't healed often project their pain onto others, intentionally or not. They shut down, they lash out, they run when love gets too close. Not because they're bad, but because they're scared. Because they don't yet know another way. Now, at the same time, healed people heal people. When we do the work to understand our wounds, to face them with compassion instead of shame, something beautiful happens. We stop passing that pain forward. We become safe places, not only for ourselves, but for others. We begin to respond with love instead of fear, with presence instead of patterns. So yes, hurt people do hurt people. But that cycle doesn't have to continue. You have the power to stop it, to soften it, and to transform it. Now, how about the loss, the death of a loved one, or the end of a cherished phase of life? That creates intense grief. It shakes us to our core. But in the silence that follows, many discover something sacred. With time, we begin to appreciate the present moment more. We understand that life is fleeting, is short. And we realize one day that in losing them, we can find a deeper love for the ones that are still here. We transform feelings of loss into gratitude and being more present. Now, how about abuse? This one is deeply personal for many. Abuse takes away your power, your voice, your sense of safety. We've all witnessed survivors rise with a fire in their eyes. They do the work and they heal. And when they speak truth. They know their worth. They teach boundaries and they become protectors, not just of themselves, but of others. That kind of transformation, my friend, is nothing short of miraculous. That is alchemy. It means saying that did hurt me, that shaped me, but it doesn't define who I am. I decide who I become from this point forward. It's patience, practice, not perfection. We don't wake up one day and suddenly live as a creator 100% of the time. We practice it, we notice, we shift, we slip up, but we come back. It's a muscle we build every time we catch ourselves in a story and gently say, nope, I'm going to choose different. It is not about bypassing our feelings or pretending things didn't hurt. It's about refusing to stay in the same place of victimhood. Some days we'll nail it. Some days we'll fall back into old habits. But every time we come back to the truth, and that is, we are not powerless. We are stepping deeper into our role as a creator. It is not about not falling. It's about choosing to get back up. Here is something I wish someone had told me earlier. You don't have to have it all together to start creating your life consciously. You don't have to wait until the fear is gone, or until you feel confident, or until the past is fully healed. You can start right where you are, in the middle of the mess, with shaky hands and a tired heart. You can love yourself there, and that love becomes the foundation for everything that follows. So wherever you are in your journey, remember this. What hurts now may one day become your greatest strength, your wisdom, and most important, your offering to the world. Yes, the pain is real, but so is the alchemy. And remember, we are not what happens to us, we're what we choose to become. This is Grace Bosco. I want to thank you very much for being here, for walking this journey with me, and for being willing to think differently. We'll talk soon. Until then, stay awake, stay kind, and keep creating.